Next presenters are Nihon Fukushi University from Japan and University Science Malaysia from Malaysia. Let's welcome them with a big hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good afternoon. Today, we would like to talk about English, communication, and world peace. I'm Asami, this is Shion. We are from Nihon Fukushi University. This is Afri and Gro. They are from University Science Malaysia. We agreed that using common communication tools can lead the world to avoid conflicts and wars. And it is to be the first step towards world peace. We focus on communication and in English and the importance of looking at ourselves objectively. If you look at this slide, you will find that these two persons want the same thing. So, why are they fighting? It is because they are not communicating. The most effective way of communication is face-to-face conversation. However, we often not stop talking with others, especially when talking with people from another country. We conducted a survey of students from Nihon Fukushi University and the University Science Malaysia. The question was, what inhibited your conversation with people from another country? As you can see from this pie chart, lack of language and communication ability accounts for a large percentage. English is growing as a global language. If everyone can speak English, we can avoid conflicts and wars.
When is English useful? From the survey that was conducted from 70 students from Nihon Fukushi University and University Science Malaysia, it was observed that most Japanese students find English is useful when communicating with a foreigner. They also find it useful when going abroad and for business purposes. Meanwhile, for Malaysian students, if you look at the pie chart, most of Malaysian students find English is very important for business. When asked why, students from Malaysia state that because they might work in an environment with a multi-ethnic races, it will be easier to use English as it is language that is understood by all. Next, Malaysian students also find English as an essential part for daily conversation. English is also useful when you are traveling abroad, as it is one of the languages that is widely spoken around the world. From our point of view, English is also useful for books, newspaper, internet, and for information transfer. English as a common language leads to mutual understanding, which is the first step towards world peace. This may be true.
Many international conferences and UN meetings have been held, and participants from all over the world communicated in English. Many people have said that we can solve issues through the power of language. If you are like me, you are probably thinking, if that is the case, then why are there still wars and conflicts happening around the world. In our opinion, we think that there is a communication barrier which cannot be overcome only through language skills. Have you ever wondered, why do wars break out? And conflicts, why do they develop? This is because both sides share the same perception, and the perception is that I am always right. Now, if both sides refuses to talk, negotiate, and compromise, but only stick to their own perception of I am right and you are all wrong, we can never go beyond the differences and grow as a global citizen.
Look at this slide. If you are looking at this short column from the right side, you may say this is a square. If you are looking at the same object from the left side, you may say this is a circle. It's very important to see and consider things from the variety of viewpoints, including your party's standpoint. We have to look at things objectively. The real power of communication is supported by some other factors. Language skills are not good enough. To be a good communicator, we need to have an open mind to find where the difference is coming from. In order to find out, we have to look at ourselves and things objectively without getting emotional. Many people, when dealing with a situation, they tend to follow their emotions blindly when they are supposed to be objective. We may have different opinions, though we are looking at the same object, such as the short column in the former slide. When we come to face differences, it's worth having an objective view and look at the problem from another viewpoint. You may often find that you and your opponent are looking at the same object from the different viewpoint. Let's learn and practice English as a common communication tool, and also let's learn how to control our emotionally affected, subjective perspective and nurture abilities to look at things objectively from the variety of viewpoints. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you very much for the nice presentation. I learned something new from your presentation. It is important for us to see ourselves from the viewpoint of a third person. Teachers, do you have any short comments?
Yes, thank you very much for a very interesting presentation. What was most impressive was your original discussion about the topic, how English is important for people in both countries, and why they are different. We didn't know about that, so you analyzed very well in your own way, through your own survey. And also the discussion about the importance of looking at ourselves from objective point of view, which we already know, but you showed clearly in your own way, in your original way. What I can suggest you to make it even better is, because you suggested the importance of English, and also in relation to world peace, which is a big issue, and we can imagine how it is related, the communication skills, to the world peace. And if you could have discussed that part a little more, then your title can tell, your title agrees with what you have presented. So that was a big success. Thank you very much for your interesting presentation.